Who was this third party?
Capcom.
No, that is the first party, you fool.
Capcom's a third-party company for this.
Not if they make the game.
You got a point there.
Well, little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not in any way involved, you see.
What?
What? I love how we were all so stunned. We just like, no, that KV can just be can be Van Sinks for like
it's
just 1 second.
KV is just someone in the gallery answering for Baroque. What?
Oh my god, Silent Hill's invading.
Oh god!
Okay, seriously, let's go.
It's the third party, and the third party is Konami, and that's a threat.
Oh shit! Hello everybody, this is KVTV on the Sun. We're back to case 3 of the Grace Attorney. We just had it to
Confused.
be continued. Yes, confused.
We are confused.
I'm just
That's
as-
where that sentence needed to end.
Yes, I'm just as lost as the defense is at the moment at this point.
Great
So,
Ace Attorney used Confuse Ray. It was super effective.
Did
Immensely.
you know there were smoke machines back in the whatever time period this is?
No, it wasn't a smoke machine. It was a smoke grenade. That's even more confusing.
Right now I'm gonna look that up too.
On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded.
Wait.
Wait, I already read this. Hang
yeah,
on.
Yes.
we're in the process of pressing, which I was about to say. Just to save us from a little bit of extra work, we do need to press everything, so we're just gonna do that.
I'm sorry. I got caught up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
I honestly feel like McGilda is the type of character who likes to hear himself talk, so.
It's true, I do.
1848,
I talk all the time. Every single time. Every second. Every minute. Every hour. Every day.
Sir, we're in a courtroom. Let me finish.
I thought you wanted me to talk. Isn't that what I'm here to talk?
I need to ask my question first. And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were. I see.
Aye. And that's why I took the backside as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat?
By all means. It's how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, it's the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Even though I can't see London, apparently. Gamora.
Gamora?
Begora. Gamora.
Gamora.
Gamora!
I'm just sitting here like, is that like a phrase, an Irish phrase or something?
I'm pretty sure it is, but don't quote me on that because I don't actually know. But I feel like I've heard it before.
Here, Google it. Where is it? There you
Alright,
go.
fine,
There it is.
Google
Here,
it.
type it up, and I'm gonna go back to
Fine.
reading now.
Fine.
I mean, it's just, yeah. A loud thud.
It's a euphemism for the phrase "by God,"
Oh,
and
Well,
it's
there you go.
sending me to like St. Patrick's Day stuff. So it's just like, okay, it's Irish.
It's the Irish equivalent of Americans saying by golly or by gosh.
You
Its
sometimes
first
hear it in the
recorded use-
phrase "Faith and Begora."
Also, the smoke grenade was invented in 1848.
Oh,
First,
well.
so Begora is 9 years older than the smoke grenade.
a loud thud, you say, and a scream.
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise.
So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed?
Well, now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor.
Huh. You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream.
Ah, from the seat above you on the roof deck, I presume.
Not above me, no, my lord. So it's from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes.
I'm so lost on where he's going with this.
I don't know either. You sat him up. The victim, you mean?
That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you?
That's called tampering the crime if you're moving them, but sure.
You utter idiot. There's common courtesy, so it is.
Now we got 2 JoJo characters now.
I find that a little hard to believe. I do not have enough wine for this. Ah, Lord Van Zeeks! Now, why would that be? You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
There aren't a lot of those, unfortunately.
Well, now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there?
Heavens alive, no! I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only, I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores?
Yeah, that thing we're doing right now. Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Huh, yes. The scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing.
Hold it!
I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, now, 'tis a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside.
Good
Oh,
gracious.
Under your backside?
When I lifted the seat on which I've been sitting,
What a pouty mouth, this man.
I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage.
Mr. Naruto, can we examine the omnibus ourselves?
Wait. No.
Yes, Susato,
Yes,
you
we
can
can.
examine the omnibus. It's possible. You can do this. You have the power.
Yes, I realize that. My apologies, Mr. Naruto. We can examine the omnibus ourselves. Remember that you can do that. I forgot that we could, but I was just reminding you in case you forgot.
Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside.
Okay. If you say so. We're gonna skip this dialogue then because it's the same. Yeah. How do I move this thing again? Okay. So!
Other side.
This seat has a handle, it seems.
But, it's a casket. Get it.
Da 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 da.
This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
Well,
And
we sure looked at it.
We looked at it.
all right.
I think the main point is if where Mr. McGill said he was sitting, he would have been sitting on the seat with the handle. Therefore, at least from what he's implying, someone was stowing away inside the seat.
I'm laughing so much right now because you're all missing what the problem is. But it has been a while.
Oh.
I guess we'll come back to it later.
Don't you worry. I know what the problem is too. I just didn't want to say anything.
I don't know if Lewis has picked it up.
Well,
though.
thanks.
Don't worry about
That
it.
helps.
I don't think Lewis picked it up either, but it has been a while since we examined the omnibus.
And that's when I found her. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. Why did I read that?
I don't
know why I read that.
You really like to hear yourself talk. You say she was hiding herself.
I said what I said. I said it like 3 times. Are you not listening, boy? I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I apologize. I'm an upstanding member of society. I should know better than that. Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest.
Ugh. You're really overreacting this.
Still in all, I pulled her out from under there. And sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin... A wee what?
Chinwag.
A wee chinwag?
Chinwag.
So I could have a wee chinwag with her.
Because you're talking, your chin is moving, therefore your chin is sonically wagging.
I love this. The seat opposite.
That's right. Just next to the dead gentleman there.
You set this young girl next to a corpse, sir.
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A fellow's voice this time.
Presumably, that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see you at all, Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was, in fact, this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
Rubble, rubble, rubble?
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused, perhaps, with this young girl.
After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was off and pulled up the horses.
Thank you. I've heard enough.
I'm so confused by this man.
The events as explained are clear in my mind. However,
Are they though?
However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl?
I don't think that's relevant to the case right now. Mostly because this still doesn't answer who stabbed the dude!
I mean, she was in the carriage, so now she's also a suspect.
She was sitting under the sleeping guy! How did she get out from under him?
Still a suspect!
Oh my god. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. It's commonly called a pickpocket.
What?
I liked your name better. Chancer.
This girl here? A petty thief? Rubble, 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 rubble. Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss
Thank you.
Lestrade, you will answer the question.
Dang, she's making my voicing her real easy. Oh god!
Holy shit, she's packing.
How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
Also, that would put you in, that would get you in trouble.
The
She
girl!
knows.
She's gone!
Your turn.
Oh god. Alright. British girl voice.
Yeah, go for it.
Open your eyes!
Let's go!
Did you get over there? I'm over here!
Good gracious! How?
I love her theme.
What was the point in that little sidestep? Her theme is
Don't ask
great.
questions, you look stupid. I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what in your heads, ain't it?
No, not at all. This
You
is a,
liar.
this is a court of law. And...
Oh my god.
Someone confiscate this! Why hasn't it been confiscated?
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, all right. Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
I'm sorry, have you seen more than one smoke gun around? Is that a common thug weapon? Do you see that in thugs' hands often? Is that common for you?
No, not really.
Then there you
Miss
go.
Redhead, we should make a note of this, that this particular weapon is not used by common thugs. So
Yes,
if we ever see one of
got
these,
it.
we should leave immediately, because they will definitely try to take all of our money. What for?
Shit.
Like London's already foggy enough. This thugs can't have their hands on these weapons. We would see nothing. It would just be Silent Hill here. Oh, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, ain't it? I like the pink best. I'm basically just voicing girl Joey Wheeler, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, it works.
You see what I got here, Yug?
Oh my god. And they're
Yes,
both
stick with
blonde. And they're both blonde.
Do not wave that thing in my direction again! Actually, why aren't we taking this from her?
No, let this happen. I need this. I needed this today. Today has been a hell of a day. This was great. This was great to watch. Thank you so much, girl.
He won't be thinking that.
So,
Okay, he won't be thinking that if she decides to aim her smoke gun in his direction, but alright,
send
sir.
her to jail. You admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. You what, mate? It's alright, lass. You can tell them the truth now. Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, if I have to. This is her voice now.
What the girl saw.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they looked up the horses, just like I always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. And after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that, this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
Wait, bang, there's a gun now at this?
Yes, he let you go. I think that was the sound of the body going thud on the ground.
Oh.
I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, he couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
How?
He was sitting under him. She was under him. He was sitting on her.
What was the point of bringing her up if he's not trying to exonerate whatever?
As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
I think a demonstration is...
Why? Why do we need a demonstration for this?
Sir, are you stupid? Sir, I have a question for you. Are you stupid?
Stupider than a pickpocket, apparently.
Another note we should add to our trials, Mr. Naruto. Apparently, the judges in Great Britain are a bit stupider than the judges back in Japan. The judges back in Japan just happen to be a bit more. Well,
Okay,
that's not for me to
but
say.
is this judge stupider than the modern judge?
I think it's a steady progression.
Yeah. To be fair, the modern judge wasn't
Like in Japan, the
stupid.
judge is really nice and composed, and everyone sees Japan as very backwater. Then we get the British, which is supposed to be modern and maybe even postmodern, and the judges get a little dumber. And then you get the Ace Attorney, where the judge is a brick.
Because it's America.
So it's a progression of stupidity.
Yeah, but also in that game itself, it's progression of stupidity, because the main judge from Ace Attorney isn't completely dumb in the very first case, but gets progressively more dumb as you go on.
I think
So
it's
basically,
the
the passage of time makes the judges dumber.
I think being exposed to Phoenix Wright made him dumber. Considering the stuff that he brings in and do, I think the judge just got dumber because of it.
So basically, the only good judge is the Japanese judge because he got the least exposure to Phoenix Wright's bloodline.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
This is where I was sat that night.
And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of a girl's stature.
Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Oh!
So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question?
Not at all, my lord. Not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
Oh, sorry, it's been so long since I voiced someone I got caught off guard. My goodness.
And in that moment, Dorothy's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
What a perfect gentleman.
My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself over doubting you, sir.
I mean, this
Yeah,
doesn't
we
really
win.
explain. This doesn't explain
win.
who did it, though.
No, we win.
We win, don't worry about it.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. This still does not explain anything,
We
guys.
win. We won. It's fine.
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to the verdict of not guilty? Rubble, 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 rubble.
It's not a hoodoo. Well, it must mean
It must mean what?
that we're victorious.
Did
But we still don't know the truth!
We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Look, even I don't know. Oh, the leg, hi!
What the?
Hello, sir.
Why?
Leg!
Because he can.
Why?
Leg!
Because his legs are very long.
The sole of his shoe is taking up more real estate than his face.
Because that's how perspective works.
Oh my god. If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive to this courtesy.
No, you have a pretty nice leg, sir. But also, hello?
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day.
Emotion.
He's kinda right, though. The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
I'm sorry, did I stutter, boy?
Maybe.
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in the investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
Good lord!
The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilder's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What?
Well, the police were wrong and they didn't check it and they just assumed.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel?
The smoke bomb? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend,
Huh? Me?
anything to add, boy? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
I thought we still found it empty, even...
No, he's
No.
right. There were suitcases.
There were? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's look at this again. This is why I was surprised no one, at least Lewis, didn't catch on something was off.
Well, of course I didn't catch it.
No, there was more stuff that was wrong. But it has been a while since we checked. For example, this was not here.
That was always there.
No,
What are you talking about?
this was
That was
here.
always there.
No, this was not this.
That was always there.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Well,
it was.
examine it.
That's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zeeks has made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, okay. I think that was it.
And open the drawer again? Or not? Okay.
It
never
won't matter because the drawer's already empty at this point. It's been updated to have it be empty.
mind. Okay.
Yeah, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah,
if
I just
open
noticed
it.
something. That blood is a different color from the other blood.
Yep.
Because it's fresh.
No, it's been there the whole time.
That's not how blood works.
The battle of KV and Lewis logic, go!
Oh, wait, you can examine it again.
Yeah, I can examine again, but I don't think anything's changed. Yeah, there's no change of dialogue.
yeah, yeah,
It doesn't
okay.
seem right here. Yeah, it's all the same still. Alright, let's get out of here. Let me out! We go back to the wondering eyes.
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. This is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Seeks.
Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat of the omnibus?
It wasn't empty.
There we go. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as a counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least.
We are here to find out the truth.
When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, Counsel?
Bewis. What? What are you saying now, you daft daw? I thought you were on my side here.
Rubble, 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 rubble?
What game are you playing at?
Ace Attorney?
Yes.
Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? I think I lost the Van Six accent there for a sec.
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I can confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand, but it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting. It's not altogether pleasing, fella.
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded.
Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad. Now then. A fellow's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is.
Interesting comparison, sir.
You think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? Bro, are you threatening Ryunosuke in court?
You're threatening your own defense? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. That wasn't that irresponsible.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Shut up.
Oh.
The money-lending Felicia and Pick Purse are lying.
Ah.
JK, we didn't win!
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them.
What? Oh no.
It's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
Can y'all just, like, actually, like, get some information, like, damn, y'all are just easily swayed, aren't you?
They are the voice of the people, which, you know, people are easily swayed, so...
This is
I mean,
upsetting.
to be fair, I am heavily biased against the rich.
It's true. You know what?
That
has been established. And now I'm sure this one will change her mind. And it's like, come on, man! Quite so, I must concur here.
I just think from a gameplay standpoint, I get it, but also if this is a real court and the jury could just keep saying, I think this is my verdict at any time, we get no court things ever done.
This is literally a filibuster going on here in court.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate.
Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination.
Oh my god, we've been cross-examination this whole time, I forgot.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened?
Good question!
The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem.
No, this is your fault! You did this!
No, it's the Reaper
Don't blame
Bailey.
Van Seeks for this, this is you!
No, we're not gonna press anything, don't worry about it. We're gonna stop here, because, that was a lot. We gotta press every statement of Gina anyway, so yeah, we'll just have to stop here. And
Yeah, that's right, get lost, you loser.
Wow, okay, you're gonna be stuck in court for a week. No, 2
That's not
weeks
what I
maybe.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
Get out!
No,
I don't need you.
have fun being in
Brother
court.
Mr. Naruto, perhaps we should leave the courtroom ourselves.
You want a smoke grenade in the face?
No,
I
thank
got
you.
you. It'll happen.
I do
Got you
like the
right in my
color pink,
sights.
however.
I'm just
Right in
imagining
my sights.
McGilda's expression is very fitting to the whole scene. Like, they're just fighting. He's just like, I'm just chilling over here.